what does Katerra do? This is a lot of money for a little-known company.
Sure, Emily. So Katerra's trying to do sort of what, they say Uber or Airbnb did to the hospitality and the taxi industry. They're trying to bring technology and software and standard processes to the construction industry in an effort to reduce costs, speed things up. And, they're doing they basically want to control every aspect of the process, from architecture to interior design, through to standardizing the building and construction work on the actual job site in an effort to make things go quicker and be more profitable.
So, what does this signify for SoftBank in terms of their portfolio? We know they've invested in Dina, they've invested in Uber, they've invested in Slack.
It looks like they're just looking for interesting opportunities in a variety of different industries that in some ways haven't changed in many years. Late last year, they also made an investment in real estate technology. So that shows sort of an interest in maybe trying to come up with a way to use technology or for them to benefit from startups that want to use technology to revolutionize the building industry and to take advantage of sort of the real estate and construction boom, the housing boom in many parts of the U.S.
What are some of the challenges facing Katerra?
So, it's interesting. Katerra, most people probably haven't heard of it, but it has some pretty high-powered backers and founders behind it, Jim Davidson from Silver Lake. And their chairman is a guy named Michael Marks. And what Marks is probably best known in the tech industry for is having kind of built up a company called Flextronics, which did something similar in the electronics industry to what Katerra wants to do in construction. They, became this massive company making electronic devices and gadgets for other companies, things like Xboxes or HP printers. Now, in some ways, the construction industry is similar to the electronics industry. There's a lot of ways in which Katerra wants to do the same thing that Flextronics did. But there's also ways in which it's much more challenging. So, the construction industry faces a lot more variation than the electronics industry on the building and assembly side. You have, many, sort of over 100,000 different municipalities in the U.S. They have different building codes, different weather, different seismic requirements. That's difficult. Katerra's trying to pre-assemble a lot of the materials they're going to use, things like counters or cabinets or even the walls, the exterior and interior walls, but they still have to do a lot of construction on site, and the construction industry right now is facing a shortage of skilled workers, so that's a challenge for them as well. These projects also take several years. Sometimes they run out of money midstream. That's a little different to what Flextronics faced.